What's up, my fellow benchwarmers? Welcome back to another episode of Bench Time. I'm Ben. This is Tyler.
And welcome back. We're back to talk about some football. A pretty terrible week, actually, besides the Rams
Yeah,
and Bills game.
Yeah.
But, this week sucked betting-wise. This week sucked entertainment-wise. I feel like it was just a waste of football. The Chiefs look like ass. Half the teams that are good look like ass.
It was.
Hopefully we come back with another good week next week because
There was two good games, and that was the Jets game, and that was the like you said, the Rams and Bills, and
Yeah.
those are the two exciting games of the week, and that's just not enough. That's not enough for a Week 14 slate,
no.
especially with these. But it is what it is. We're moving
So,
on to Week 15, so
we got a new segment coming, so stay tuned for that. But for now, like usual, let's get into our Week 14 picks. See how we did. All right, we're going to start with the Panthers going to the Eagles. And the spread was minus 12. I took them plus 12. You took them minus 12. And, man, Bryce Young has looked good. And
he looks great.
One drop away from beating the Eagles.
Yeah. Thanks, Xavier Leggett.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. He can ride his horse all weekend long, remembering that drop. But the Eagles are still serious.
Still serious.
I mean, why so serious? It's probably because of Saquon Barkley just doing his thing.
You want to drop like double F-bomb.
I wanted to. Yeah, I had a little skirt.
Saquon. That's just how good he's playing right now, though.
He's on a tear.
It's
Generational run.
Pastors drop the F-bomb. Said, y'all see that fucking running back? All right.
Oh, that's wild.
Crazy way to start the episode there.
Definitely is.
Just coming after
pastors.
Priests.
Jesus. That's great. Yeah.
All right,
we'll move on to the Raiders, who didn't do very well in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, because I took their spread plus 6.5. Thank you.
Guess who didn't? I didn't. And I will take that win, which will be one of the few wins.
Yeah, I was just feeling a little crazy. I was just feeling bold, all caps. B-O
bold.
L-D-E. Bold day.
Bold day.
So, moving on. We both took the Falcons plus 5.5 as they went on to Minnesota with a Kirk Cousins revenge game after losing lots of games in a row.
It was bad.
And we just thought they were going to get it together, and dang, no, they did not.
No, not a single chance there. Kirk Cousins has gone 0-8 touchdown to interception ratio in the past 4 weeks, which were
he's goated.
All losses. Jameis Winston looks better than Kirk Cousins right now.
Well,
I'll say it.
Drew Lock.
Oh no, I don't know about. That's a boundary I don't want to step to yet.
Hey, that's a comparison we could make, though.
You could say,
as of right now,
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones
just won a game.
Is balling right now compared to
Drake May. Easy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, enough Kirk slander.
We can't keep doing this.
He's going to be looking in the fire.
They didn't cover. Yeah, he doesn't even deserve for us to talk about him this long. The Jets went to Miami, and the Dolphins were favored -6. This game went into overtime, and they won by 6. So this is our first push of the year. Yay!
Thanks.
Now we get to see a disgusting record for the rest of the year.
Yeah. What are we?
Nothing worse.
We look like a hockey team.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Nothing worse than when a team in the NFL ties in the standings. There's a tie there.
Dude, that's the worst. That's
It
why
messes up the standings. You can't figure out who's in or out.
ties should never be a thing. There should never be a tie in football.
No.
It's a gridiron sport. There needs to be a winner every game, no matter what.
And why can't
Preseason.
overtimes match?
Preseason, don't care if it's a tie at overtime.
That's crazy work.
I want to see the fourth string players ball out until it's 7 a.m. They might be there for like 6 more quarters. Maybe
Can you
six.
imagine going to a preseason game and you're there 6 hours?
That would be wild, honestly.
That's 6 hours probably you're not getting back.
I would say I got my money worth, and I probably spent a lot of money on beer.
Well, it depends when they stop selling. I mean, are you there for 4 hours beerless?
That might be
Dude.
the call because they're like,
Think
all
about
right,
it.
we're done in the start of the fourth quarter. We're not selling anymore. Then all of a sudden,
man. Especially if you're up or
you're into
something.
quadruple overtime.
Brutal.
I think they would somebody upstairs would have to have the call and be like, hey, let's just sell like one overtime. Honestly, they couldn't because if the game just ended there, then they'd be like, oh no, we're selling beers. People are walking out with their beers.
Yeah, then it'd probably be more hectic.
That would
Maybe
be bad.
food though.
Yeah.
Food. But
God bless them. God bless them. So that's our first push
Yeah.
of the year, and it's a disgusting digit.
Speaking of disgusting digit, the Browns go on to Pittsburgh, where the Steelers were favored by 6.5, and we got that -6.5.
Yep. You're
It
dang
looked
right.
nasty in that first quarter. We were looking scared,
Yeah.
but then it was fine.
And no George Pickens too, which is
that also
never
was
a good
scary.
thing. Sorry.
All right, the Saints went to MetLife, but the blue version of MetLife, and played the Giants.
That was rough.
Yeah, it got scary there for a second, but
Derek Carr seems to be out for probably the rest of the year,
he's
possibly.
basically been out all year.
Yeah. So we'll get
I've
to
already
see
accepted that.
beautiful Jake Hayner again. Or Spencer Rattler. So it'll be fun.
See that?
That was
I was
the
rattled.
shimmy. Oh, that was a rat. Oh. Yeah, no, yeah,
I've
you
been
look like
rattled. That's what he's
rattled.
gonna do next week. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right. Yeah. The Giants covered +5, so we did not get that one.
Drew Lock looks all right. I'll say that.
Jacksonville going on to play the Titans. The Titans were favored -3.5, and this game was an under. I called it, and it did not hit though. Well, the under did, but the spread did not hit for either of us. We had it at -3.5. I had a huge brain fart there.
Yeah. Man, they went up 7-0. I was like, all right, Arizona's gonna put up a fight. And then
Arizona.
What'd you say?
Wait, are you having a brain fart? Do we have a double brain fart entendre?
I already moved on past Jacksonville, Tennessee.
That's crazy. You said, you know what? Screw this game.
It was so bad. I already moved on in my mind. I can't even lie.
Crazy work. We can move on with the Seattle Arizona game too, because we thought that was a lock. Okay, we didn't say it was a lock, but
it basically
Seattle they're not that good.
No, and they're 4-0 and they're past 4. So
they've won 4 in a row. In the last
that's a
4
CBS
games,
type story.
Out of the last 4 opponents they've played, win or away or home or away,
they've outscored their opponents.
Outscored them all 4 times.
And then the game ended after 60 minutes in all 4 games.
After 60 minutes only. It doesn't include overtime.
We don't do that shit around here.
There's
all right.
CBS asked that. All right.
Buffalo went to the Rams for probably what was considered to be the game of the week.
Year. Making me smirk over here. I didn't really get to watch this game, but I watched some highlights and a little bit back on it. It was one of the best games of the year, I would say.
Besides me betting on Miami, and that was a stressful game the entire time, I did bet on Buffalo as well, and that was an emotional roller coaster as well. Yeah, Buffalo, the defense looked horrible, but boy, did they. Josh Allen is a stud. 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, first time ever done by a
I
quarterback.
think he was watching our episode.
I think he.
2 weeks ago,
Mm,
we were bitching about the MVP, about how it shouldn't be Josh Allen just because he's, you know, the only one on the team helping and they got a good record and all that. Statistically, compared to other quarterbacks, just look back at the episode. Since then, he's broken 2 records each week, one having 3 different types of touchdowns, and then the next one having 3 touchdowns of rushing and passing. I'm sorry, Josh Allen. I will stop hating on you because we said you're a bust.
Plus,
So the Bills weren't going to be good.
trash.
And then said you shouldn't be MVP. And then bang, here we are. So I'm going to just stop talking.
We're sorry,
We're sorry.
but at the same time,
All hail Plankton.
we're not sorry that you did not help us out and
I didn't bet
cover
on it.
the spread for us. So
Yeah, that game terrified me, so I stayed away. Even last week in the video, I was like, this game is scary. I want to take the Rams, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Bills.
it kept getting closer to that 4.5 too. It just kept getting closer and closer. I was like, I think I'm on the wrong side of things. I ended up being on the wrong side of things. So
All right.
Chicago, San Francisco.
What?
Yeah, man, this is a game.
This is a game. Yeah, in San Fran, they were favored -4. Yeah, the 49ers, they had to turn it around at some point, and obviously it'd be against a team with no coach.
How do you beat a team so bad and your starting wide receivers just like being a diva?
It's
Like,
that Shanahan offense.
dude, I don't like. I'm sorry you're not getting the targets, but you're also leading the team in drops. So
Yeah.
sorry, Jawan Jennings is like that dude on the team.
And George
so.
Kittle is
Back.
Back. Yeah, back to
Bach.
being George Kittle. Bach.
Or Mozart. Bach.
Mozart?
Yeah, but Bach. Bach is also a famous musician.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You like kind of spread
Yeah.
Mozart out of
Yeah.
nowhere. And
I took a
wait.
turn.
No, that was a U-turn.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait.
Go from football to
Mozart.
classical music real
Gotcha.
fast.
I like that.
Mm.
Should we get classical? Drop in the comments. All right.
Top 5 symphonies.
Top 5 symphonies. All right. The Chargers went to our house, and we were favored at -4.
Stop
and
taking
now
them.
we can't even cover that.
13 straight now, or whatever they said, right?
Here, I'll dive in.
Stop taking them to cover spreads. As long as they're at least over 7, you're lock. You're good. But when it's like 4 or
unless
3,
we're not favored in the spread.
I think it's a 3 or 4. It's scary. But
here's what I will say: I don't care about the close score thing. We're winning games. That's all that matters. Teams are playing their Super Bowl against us every week, so it's going to be tight, close scoring. What I'm worried about is how we're winning the games, but we don't look good at all doing it. We're able to put it together last second or when we need to. It almost kind of looks like, oh, hey guys, we should probably. I didn't realize we're down in the score. We should probably go score here real quick. That way we can keep fighting for that. We're just trying to get in the playoffs right now. And the mentality is a little scary considering last year we looked exactly the same, just kind of vulnerable.
yeah.
So,
Well, it's the time of season to be scared.
that too.
And the Chiefs being the Chiefs and how they're playing right now. Totally get it. I feel that, honestly.
I know we'll get it together in the playoffs, but I just every week I'm like, all right, this is the week we just beat the hell out of this team.
It would just nice to be able to see Lyfe during the regular season, like to at least be like, okay, look, we're putting up back-to-back weeks of 30-plus points on offense.
Yeah.
And it's
like I feel like right now the team is either struggling in a balance of beating the piss out of a team and then feeling good about that, or losing badly and then feeling bad about that, and then using either of that as motivation. But they're in this in between of just barely getting by and just kind of walking through these wins, doing what they have to do to get the playoffs. I mean, that does show we're a good team. I know we can look better. I know Mahomes can connect it more with his wide receivers. I know that our defense can step it up a little bit. Although I will say this last week we looked good. Lots of sacks, lots of QB pressures.
Yeah, defense did look good.
It did look good.
Just waiting for that Mahomes, just like him throwing 303 in consecutive games, like just life to the offense, or
Yeah.
A rusher going for like 150, 160 plus, that would still be fine too. At least it shows that, hey, if our identity is running the football, at least we're damn good at it.
Yeah. And I think another part of it has to do with just the play calling. I mean, I just feel like I'm watching the same team same team. Same game every week.
Right.
Like, first quarter, you know what you're going to see. Second quarter, you know what you're going to see. I'm seeing the same plays, the same end arounds that aren't working. Let's bring some stuff back that I haven't seen in a while.
Has the league caught on to the Chiefs just scheme itself?
No, they had their chance last year, but this is the year they have their chance, and it's getting close.
It's getting dangerously close.
It's not fair. But we'll get it together. I'm not worried. So, all right, long tangent on that. Wrap it up. Monday Night Football. The Bengals.
Bengals
went to the Cowboys.
Yes, Dallas.
They were favored -5, 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. They covered. We both had them -5.5. It was looking a little scary for a second, but it just took a block punt and then
whatever that was. Yeah, that was disgusting of a play to actually witness. A blocked punt, and then somehow whoever, how the hell does the Bengals get the ball there? Out of all that madness, the ball goes through, that dude just barely touches it. Boom, it's already.
That's what's happened with the Chiefs all year. Like, how did that little thing happen? And that's what won them.
It feels like these games are just like a lot of these games this year are just like, how the hell did that end up being the outcome of the game?
Yeah, the craziest thing is the outcome.
It's wild, but it's been a crazy season.
All right, so for the week, I go 4-7-1, and 2-1 on the split.
Congratulations!
Thank you. I will take my victory walk.
I went 3-8-1, and unfortunately, went 1-2. 3-8-1's abysmal. This was a terrible week. Absolutely terrible week.
Yeah. Luckily, I bet on the right teams, though. Didn't do much spreads. Kind of did some parlay money lines.
I think Monday Night Football ended up being the best night of betting for a lot of people, unless you bet on anything to do with T. Higgins. What are you doing? I mean, it's Jamar Chase or CeeDee Lamb. It was either both of them, and you had a choice, and you chose the third worst option. Anyway, sucks to be you.
All right. Let's move on to our bench warmer of the week. One of our newest segments that we've brought in the last couple of weeks, where we pick a backup player, position, group, anything, where they don't normally start in a game, and they did, or they didn't even have to start. Anyways, they balled out for the game. Person on the bench balled out. So, who's your bench warmer of the week?
My bench warmer of the week is the newest addition to the running back room in San Francisco.
Their 7th one?
Yes, could be the 8th. Isaac Garendo.
Hey,
could be saying it wrong, but hey,
shout out you, Garendo.
the guy looked good in my flex in fantasy. I'm in the playoffs playing my father. That's a tough one. Beat him in week 1 though, so
That's it.
that's good. Week 2,
Hey.
it's gonna be tough. He's got Lamar Jackson. He's got everybody back. That was on bye weeks in week 14.
That's like some Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker vibes
I'm like
going on with that playoff.
I'm killing the Sith Lord.
You're taking down the Sith?
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, it's in my contract. But yeah, he had 15 attempts, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just an absolute dog of a game. 2 catches for 50 yards. So, fantasy-wise, he put up about 27 points.
Nice.
So, very good.
My bench warmer, Zach Charbonnet.
The Charbonnator.
The Charbonnet. The man who could be an ice cream flavor if he wanted to be.
True.
I'd like the Charbonnet, please. Ooh. Come on.
Can I get a...
That does sound like a ice cream flavor.
Can I get the Charbonnet, please?
The Charbonnet. All right. Yeah, he had 22 carries, 134 yards.
What?
2 touchdowns.
What?
7 receptions and 59 yards.
Oh my god. 7 catches.
Yeah. That's right. That was my exact reaction. I was like, wait, what? 7 catches?
Bro touched the ball 29 times total.
The Seattle Charbonnets.
So, as you can guess, the Packers are going to game plan about Zach Charbonnet all week.
But then not realize that Kenneth Walker might be back.
And that'll be no problem because our rush defense is actually good this year. And our pass defense is actually ass. So, it's the complete difference.
Hey, you get turnovers, though.
Yeah, and we just need Jair back, honestly.
Yeah.
Jair.
When is he supposed to be back?
He is going to play in the playoffs. He could play at the end of the season. I'm going to say that he's going to be playing in the playoffs.
Just guarantee it for the playoffs.
Guaranteed for playoffs.
All right, you heard it here first from Bench Time Sports.
Thank you.
Jair Alexander will start in the playoffs.
He will.
I got some news. Marquise Brown will start. Not this week, but against the Texans. He will start. I have my sources. Just add him in fantasy. He will be playing. Thank you. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's move on to the grand old power rankings.
Power rankings time. And what a difference in power rankings this week, as you will see. In the previous power rankings, I believe I said number 1 out loud. I will not do that again because that was a whoopsie, and we will not talk about that.
I will say the number 2 out loud.
No.
The Jaguars.
Okay. Thank you. They got to win.
The second worst team. Wait, I don't know. All right.
That's true. So let's go ahead and start.
Shall we start from the ground up?
We shall.
All right.
Number 14.
The Rams.
Just sitting comfortable.
Yeah, they didn't move a spot.
And they're still looking at fighting for a playoff berth. You know, they're right in it.
It all kind of just makes sense where they're at.
Yep.
They're just kind of off and on right now.
And as long as, you know, those 3, Cooper Kupp and Puka and Matthew Stafford, they stay healthy, they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
That defense is sus. I mean, I know it's Josh Allen and the Bills, but you also let up 42 points to them. So that's not good. You can't be putting up 44 points every week to try to win a football game. So,
and the Rams defense doesn't have as much expectations as the Bills.
No Jalen Ramsey anymore from, you know, obviously previous seasons, but no Aaron Donald. I mean, this team
a defensive rookie of the year though. Well, probably.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say that Bursey. I wouldn't see anyone else as of right now. I mean,
it's just hard to think of anyone else.
None of the kids from Toledo and Iowa that joined the Eagles, Dijon and
Quinion
Quinion
might.
Mitchell. I just don't see it enough
I don't
yet.
see it either because Cooper's been slept on
Yeah.
mightingly. All right. Yeah, we'll move on from that. Anyways,
Completely off subject, but the Rams, 14.
Yeah.
Very good for
next,
them.
Texans dropped 3 spots. Yeah, it's been a bye, and then CJ Stroud hasn't looked good. Just
That
barely
O-line.
winning.
That O-line is atrocious with so many good names on it.
Yes.
They just can't block.
This is a quaintly good observation I've noticed from you.
And Al Shahir, Al Shahir. He's could we say he's one of the dirtiest players in the league from that hit on Trevor Lawrence?
No.
No, we're not gonna go there.
No.
Okay.
No, I think probably the dirtiest, most intentional hit was either Vontez Burfict to Antonio Brown or Antonio Brown drop kicking someone in preseason or beginning of the season. I don't remember. Both were clearly intentional.
That's fair.
But Antonio Brown, like cleat to the face, like
yeah.
what if like he got the bottom cleat to the throat?
Mm.
Like what if his helmet went up and then...
Just he's got like 6 holes on his neck. That's
Jeez.
crazy. Texans gonna just drop. So
Yeah.
sucks for them.
Speaking of drop,
get better.
Commanders, they dropped 1. Yeah. Basically same thing for the Texans.
They need to get it together, honestly. Started out strong. I think they'll have a good last little stretch of the season. They'll be a playoff team this year. So
yeah. Chargers, they dropped 2 spots. Just lost to us. So
played a good game without McConkey. Cannot lie, they did.
Yeah.
I mean, it came down to a field goal.
We've played a good game without, Rasheed Rice.
I mean,
Peace Brown.
I haven't had him since like week 5.
We still play good without him.
12-1. What can I say? They're star-studded. You know what I'm saying?
All
right. Chargers though sucks for them. They'll get back on track. They'll be all right.
Yeah. The Broncos, they move up 2 spots. Congratulations to the donkey of horses. You guys.
Donkey of horses have.
Gosh, I hate seeing these.
Bo Nix is going
Chargers
to be...
and Broncos. Like, where did you guys come from? You guys were supposed to take a seat back. Like, whenever the AFC West was supposed to be the most dominant, you guys were ass. And now the 1 year everyone's supposed to take a seat back besides us, Broncos and Chargers, you're like, yeah, I think we'll ball out this year. I mean, I was kind of scared of the Chargers because of Jim Harbonius. But
yeah.
Broncos was surprising to me.
Bo Nix, that guy, it's going to be around for a while. It's going to be a fun division to watch. Especially if the Raiders go get like Shedeur Sanders or something, or just something fun.
I heard Dan Orlovsky was saying Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter do it like the Texans did. How they got CJ and Will Anderson. Dude,
I think that's the only way.
And then what if Prime comes over and coaches?
Yeah.
Double, dude.
I think if there's a vacancy and there's a top pick for them, I think he's going to go and coach somewhere and then draft his son and then be like, hey,
trade up or something. And
let's trade next year's first for this guy. Well, the question is, though, is somebody going to trade, that pick? Somebody going to really want Travis Hunter? And then Travis Hunter could be like, I'm actually not going to play for you at all if you draft me. Only the Raiders can draft me.
Ooh,
or something like that, you know what I mean?
It might. Hey,
it's going to be like
draft.
Eli.
We're going to be there, though.
Going to be there. You're going to see Bench Time live from the draft.
Live from the draft. It'll probably be our first live episode. It's going to be from the draft.
It'll be legit. It'll be legit.
It is going to be an event.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
I can't wait.
All right. So the Broncos, AFC West filling up that 11 and 10 spot, actually. Yeah. Newcomer.
At number 9. The 9 newcomer.
Both of those at the same time.
Dale did not like that one.
Yeah, he didn't.
gave us the airplane years.
All
All right. Yeah.
Seahawks.
They've won 4 in a row. I've bet against them every week. They look good.
The sad thing is that they will drop after this upcoming week. So, enjoy the 9 spot. It's cool, but you won't see it again. So, thank you, Gino, and others. I guess I don't know what's going on over there.
Others.
Number 8, dropping 2 spots. The Baltimore Ravens.
2 spots.
2 spots.
Bye week, and they lost, I think, last time before their bye week. So
yeah, they're it's been a little rough spell for them. I think they're still trying to figure out stuff. Justin, we talked about recently, Justin Tucker is just not looking like himself.
He's kicking egg rolls right now.
If it wasn't for his name, he would have been cut by now.
Yep.
So that's unfortunate, but that's where the Ravens are going to stay at number 8 there, moving down 2 spots. Number 7, moving up a spot, my Packers. This will probably move up after a Seahawks win. And I feel like one of these top 6 teams could be losing this weekend. I think it's very possible one of these 6 teams will lose.
Yeah.
If somebody could bet on that, I would say do it. But I don't.
I'm going to bet on the 1st and 6th spot losing.
Wow. Crazy. Well, that's crazy. But yeah. Packers at 7. We're going to get it together. We're going to figure it out. People got to get healthy. This is a good team. I still think this team can win a Super Bowl. We just got to come together and play as a team like we did in the beginning of the season. We're going to be all right. Just going to relax. We're going to just
old relax.
We're going to get through these last 4 games.
Dude, you know what Jordan Love needs to do? Bust out the word relax.
He needs... What if he just comes out...
Right now would be the perfect time with Aaron Rodgers sucking ass. If he would have busted out we just got to relax.
Yeah, that's his problem. He didn't give a catchphrase in New York. And if he would have had hot dog vendors going, "Hey, fucking stick it to ya!" And they're like something like that.
Yeah.
That could have been Aaron Rodgers' thing.
So we just got to stick it to him.
Hey, we got to fucking stick it to him.
That's a good point.
But he didn't, and that's why the Jets did
vice versa for the Packers. I think you guys would have beat the Lions if Jordan Love was like, "We just got ball."
You know, I'm gonna blame the refs.
Then you have the whole town saying, like, just ball.
Just ball.
I don't know, something like that.
The refs just sucked. I'm gonna blame that on the Lions game. The refs sucked. Just obviously just some bad calls. Other than that, it is Toyotathon, and Jordan Love is playing great. No interceptions. Keep it going. Toyotathon season. Let's do it.
Keep it going. All right. Steelers, they dropped 2 spots at number 6. Bills, number 5, they dropped 2 spots. Close game with the Rams, but could not prevail.
No.
Vikings at number 4, they move up 3 spots after Sam Darnold threw 5 touchdowns.
They're playing good, and I hate to talk about it, but Sam Darnold throwing 5 touchdown passes and over 300 yards is nothing anyone wants to see.
State.
First quarterback to join a different team and start 11-2 since Brett Favre, who also joined the Vikings and went 11-2 in his first season. Then got viciously murdered by the Saints and Bountygate.
Okay.
So, besides that fact, still hate the Vikings. So enjoy that.
Can you imagine if someone in New York was like in a coma for like 8 years?
That'd be tragic.
7 years, and they wake up and they hear that Sam Darnold threw 5 touchdowns, and they're like, "So we won. Our Jets team is goated right now." It's like, you might want to take a seat for this one.
You put like 10,000 on him to be rookie of the year, and,
Yeah.
and he didn't even get to see it, the outcome. And
Oh man.
he said, "Oh my God! So Sam Darnold's doing so good right now. So that means my rookie of the year hit, right? Right? No.
Should I bet on his over on passing touchdowns? Oh,
I
what a
bet on
sad.
him to be good.
Okay, hopefully that's not an actual. This is all just kind of
Yeah.
joking around. Hopefully that's not an actual case.
Somebody's definitely
I
called
really
the
hope
hotline.
someone doesn't come and say, "My uncle has been in a New York hospital for 7 years now. How dare you make fun of this?" If that is the chance, that's pretty wild. All right, moving on.
He went to a coma because he bet on Sam Darnold. That was the fucking problem. Anyway,
The Chiefs at number 3, moving down 2 spots.
tragic.
Even though we are the best team, like with the record, that and the Lions, there's just a couple teams that look better. And that's the Eagles at number 2.
Is the Eagles at number 2.
Yeah, they've moved up 3 spots.
They are they're looking like that team. It's getting scary. They almost lost to a Panthers team that's playing really good. So can't forget that.
Yeah.
Like that Panthers team is a player or two away from winning the past 3 weeks. So
The Eagles are like a wagon with 3 perfect wheels and then like 1 wooden wobbly wheel.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good one. I would say that's pretty accurate. And who is that wobbly wheel?
AJ Brown.
Jalen Hurts.
That might go together.
It's time to start talking about Jalen Hurts. He's not actually that good of a passer. And I don't believe it. I think it's foolery. I think it's just been shown to us one year, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, he can't do it anymore. Because he can't do it anymore. You have those kind of receivers and you can't get it done. Look at Baker Mayfield last season. He had a good season.
I don't know about I don't know about that one.
Jalen Hurts. It's fraudulent. It's a fraudulent quarterback that I see. I think the passing's just not fully developed with him yet. He's not seeing the field as he should.
I think he's
reading
having kind of a situation with AJ where he has to feel like he's got to throw it to him. But the thing is he's playing so many teams that are either double teaming AJ Brown or they just have good defenses, especially being in the NFC West.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not really. Anyways, that's my thing, and play calling on top of it. Because I think Jalen Hurts, I think he can pass it. I mean, I think he's a little bit of the problem, but I don't think he's been playing bad.
Kellen Moore, I think, is their offensive coordinator, right?
Yeah.
So,
but it could be Sirianni. It could be just a mix of a lot of weird little things.
And Kellen Moore's going to look like a good offensive coordinator just because of Saquon being there, but it's kind of hard not to fuck up Saquon running the football well with that Eagles O-line. Like, you throw a lot of different coordinators in there, he's going to run for just as much as he has right now. It's not just Kellen Moore.
Right.
Like,
if you take Saquon out, how many of those wins?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
What do they have?
I don't think they... we wouldn't be talking about him being number 2 right now.
Yeah.
If Saquon got hurt, at some point early in the season, was out for a long stretch of games, they wouldn't be sitting here. We wouldn't be talking about this.
Yeah. And then at number 1.
Good
old Lions. Those big cats with big beards and big heads and big swords.
I hate them. I hate this team. I don't hate the Niners anymore. We beat them. I'm not worried about them. This is the only team.
What if they make the playoffs?
The Niners, they won't. I'm confident on that. The Niners will not be in the playoffs. You heard it here from Bench Time first. Niners eliminated from playoff. 4 weeks.
Eliminated is crazy.
Yeah, they will not
6 and 7
getting in.
You think Seattle wins the division?
Who else is there? The Rams.
So that, yeah, I mean, yeah, the
I'll take.
Rams
I would.
7-6. I was gonna get there next, but
This is also me partially hoping that the Niners do not make the playoffs.
I don't. It's just wide open the NFC West right now.
It's
still.
disgusting.
I mean, it's not wide open, but it's 2 games behind. Seahawks and the Rams are both. I mean, kind of all of these teams aren't really anything.
We'll have to assess this week by week.
Yeah, and they all still play each other, I think. So it's gonna be close.
We got Rams and Niners this Thursday.
It's playoff machine time.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the Rams win, they'll be 49ers win, they'll be 7-7. The Rams will be 7-7.
And they'll get a tiebreaker.
You beat the Seahawks, they're 8-6. All it takes is the next week the 49ers win and then the Seahawks lose. And then I think the 49ers take that because of the tiebreaker.
Mm.
I mean, the 49ers could be in the division in 2 weeks. I'm not trying to like scare you.
I'm not.
That's not what I'm doing. I think they're 2,500 to make the playoffs. I was looking at it earlier.
That's not bad. That might be
It's
venturable.
high odds. I can't remember if it's exactly 2,500, but the NFC West is just wide open and it's still kind of close right now.
Have they played the Lions? Did the Lions and Niners play this year? If not, then they still have to play. Because we played the entire NFC West.
Yeah, they do still have to play.
Okay.
They're home against the Lions too.
I'm still taking the Lions.
Yeah, so they're home against the Rams, they go to Miami, home against the Lions, go to Arizona. It's a tough schedule though. That is a tough schedule.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah,
but looking at the Rams schedule.
The Rams, yeah. The Seahawks have it the toughest. I mean, they have to play us, then they have to go to Minnesota, then the Bears, then the Rams to finish.
Yeah.
So.
And then the Rams at San Fran, at the Jets, yeah. And then home against the Cardinals, and then home against the Seahawks. That's probably the easiest schedule out of the 3. But hey,
that's gonna be a wild.
The most divisional matchups though out of.
It's gonna be a crazy next few weeks.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. All right, that was a little tangent there on who can make the playoffs, but
enjoy it.
So those are our power rankings.
Yep.
All right. Talked about a new segment earlier in this episode. This one's a little out there. This one has nothing to do with sports. It has everything to do with what makes life great in sports.
What gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling?
What gives you that, man, I love this. This is great. Makes you just take a deep breath and you're like, man, I love this life.
It makes you sit there and go, I needed this.
Makes you sit there and go, I used to pray for times like this.
Used to pray for times like this to rhyme.
Okay. Anyways, our segment is called Top 5 Lyfe. Where it's not a ranking. We're just going to talk about top 5 things happening in life right now that we're just like,
hey, that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's swag.
Drop maybe some top 5 in the comments for you guys.
Yeah, what's top 5 life for you?
Yeah.
Let us know.
So let's get started with Christmas time.
Christmas time.
Gotta love Christmas. Hey. The movies. The food.
I just watched Christmas.
The music.
With the Cranks for the first time. With Tim Allen.
How did you like that? It's definitely not one of the best. It's a good Christmas movie.
Yeah, it was. If I had to rate it, I would say it's probably like a 6.5.
I would say 7, so that's a good ranking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely nothing crazy. I think the acting is probably what kind of takes.
Oh, dude, it's very
brutal.
It gives that like early 2000s, late 90s, like just half-ass acting a little bit in some parts. It's goofy, but hey, I mean,
and it makes you feel like you're in the Truman Show. Like the whole town isn't gonna burn you alive for not putting up Christmas decorations and going out of town.
The fact that they canceled a $3,000 cruise just because their daughter from the Peace Corps was coming home. Like, it's what, she was gone for a couple weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. Didn't they drop her off?
Yeah,
So like,
acting like they haven't seen her in years.
she can come home and be like, "Hey, you and Enrique can stay here, but
But like, your
we're
dumbass
going
decided to come home because we're going on a cruise, girl.
we got 10 days planned. I already
Yeah.
paid for this." That's
I'd be
no.
pissed.
Yeah, at once it hit that point, that's when I started to lose interest in the movie. I was like, "Dang, that sucks." But then I saw, I was like, okay, it was all about just the whole community coming together,
Community.
spreading Christmas cheer and helping each other out. And
So yeah, that's what it's about. Christmas
Christmas
cheer,
time.
having the family, board games, all that. Winter break.
snow,
Like, man, being a
presents.
kid looking up to winter break, having no school, that was the best.
It was. It
So,
was.
shout out Christmas time.
Yeah.
Adding on to that, our second one, peppermint mochas. Man, those take me over when it's time for those.
Peppermint mochas.
They're it's like you went into a forest, you're chopping down trees, and the trees you're chopping down have coffee beans in it, let's say. I have no clue how coffee beans
Okay.
are made.
Swag.
You are chopping through thick brush, and then bam, you get there, it's open, you see one big tree. The coffee bean tree.
Just
You cut inside, and you walk inside, and it's like a river flowing. You know what that river is?
What?
Peppermint mocha.
Where's this tree located?
South America.
That's understandable.
Everything's in South
Yeah,
America.
that's true. Everything's in South America, but you can never like really understand where it is. Like, it's just
Or go
South
there.
America.
Because there's too much forest.
Like when they say made in China, like China's big. Like where in China was this made? Made in Taiwan. Give me the city at least. Where in Taiwan was this
Give me
made?
the street.
Address, so I can call him at least. Be like,
say, you guys did actually pretty well on this. And then another one would be
I
like,
would type it into Google Translate and then let it
What?
speak back.
All right. Moving on. Another one.
Hey, the McRib is back. Back at McDonald's.
Yeah.
We do not get sponsored by McDonald's, so I'm not going to tell you to go get it, but I'm going to tell you that I may go get it. I might get 2 of them.
Yeah, I was never a big McRibbian man. I'd honestly rather get the ones from the school cafeteria. Do you remember when they had those?
I tore those up too. I loved them both. Yeah.
The low-key nasty wheat roll,
Mm-hmm.
but it slapped, and there's the pickles there.
Dude.
Get some that is honestly better than the McRib. It just tastes better. I don't know. But I've never really liked the McRib. But hey.
Love the sauce. The
Shout
sauce
out
is good.
it being back, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't supposed to be back. Didn't they say, like, yeah, we're done with the McRib, but then now they're like, all right.
Every year for marketing strategies, they'd love to just be like,
maybe it's
this is the last year that the McRib will be around, and we're getting rid of it. And then everyone comes and buys them. It goes, and then they pull out a commercial and it's like, the McRib is back. You guys been asking for it. Nobody was asking for it.
No.
They just brought it back. Like, that's just, they were going to do that. So,
is it a down year for McDonald's? They're bringing back the McWrap.
They got to start bringing, until they bring the dollar menu.
The Dolly Parton menu.
The dollar menu and the all-day breakfast, until they bring that back, McDonald's is going to be just lower echelon.
No, hear me out. Until they bring back the Monopoly.
Where is that been?
Yeah, exactly. I just brought you back, dude.
I remember tearing that off, getting like a medium fry that was free or something.
Ripping off the sticker, and you got a McChicken.
Goated.
And then keeping some of the stickers, because you got like I remember getting like a blue property, keeping the sticker, because I think if you got another blue one,
yeah,
something crazy happened. I don't remember.
Yeah, I didn't actually ever keep them. I just remember I would just.
It was just a blue one. I was like, oh, this one's got to be goated.
I was like, if this isn't a medium fry or a drink or McChicken, please, I don't want it.
I don't want it.
So,
all right. Next, Moscow / American Mules. Whichever one, I don't know the difference. But
We will always choose American mules.
yeah, I mean, of course, American, but it's really a Moscow Mule because I think it's Russian vodka. I don't know.
Right. So your Moscow mule will have a Russian vodka, like what's Russian? Like Grey Goose. Is Grey Goose Russian?
Svedka.
Svedka.
That's got to be Russian vodka.
Oh, it's probably Swedish. That'd be crazy. Anyway, a Russian
Norwegian.
vodka. That's going to be your Moscow mule, and Tito's, which is a Texas American.
Okay.
You like that whistle there? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's just Tito's. I don't know. I don't even know. So yeah, either way, shout out those drinks. Those are
Got to be in the cup too. That tin.
yeah,
Brat, like
yeah. They have to
bronze
be in the cup.
brass
Two
cup,
little
whatever.
mini straws, Joe. I hate when they give me big straw.
Yeah, you want to be able to like swirl that thing around.
Then I drink it too fast. And but
So shout out Moscow mules. They've
yeah,
been, very nice, and a good pairing with a Moscow mule. New roads. No.
For when only drinking 2, and on the road. Now 3, I'm not on the road.
4, I'm on the road.
I'm running home. But
5, I'm calling an Uber for myself, getting back home, taking my car back to the bar, and then thanking everyone for watching
at a
over me.
random bar.
Yeah, not even the same one I was at.
Just going
Makes
to a
no
random bar
sense.
and thanking everyone.
But new roads.
Yeah,
58 out here. Good job.
It was annoying at first, but nothing better than driving on brand new pavement,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there's
And it's smooth.
Yeah, it definitely is, and it seems like it's been helping out.
So that is our top 5 Lyfe. Drop your own if you want. Let us know if this is an ass segment. Who knows? So
It's first time coming, so we'll obviously have some more fresh ideas, some better ideas.
Yeah.
This is a little random, so just something to enjoy, something new, something off the sports topic for you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that should wrap it all up. If you want to go ahead and check out part 2 of the video, we'll be going over our picks for the next week and also another segment. So thank you for watching. Follow us on our socials: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. No. Am I missing one?
LinkedIn.
It's MySpace. PlayStation Network account.
Threads. That is crazy. PlayStation Network account.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and check out the next one, and we'll see you in later.
Peace.